trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illabuck. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside is 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking for room, it's Valentine. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, first and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Newton. Quickly to the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Wants to fire on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Hauls in the deep ball. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. The give is to Williams. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, is...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air. It's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Porter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pressure coming, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quick spin on the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The lone back's got it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity to that.
Turning it on! And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
Gain of 26. And that's your number for
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the timing just a hair off. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Newton. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to throw, it's Newton. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, oof, that would be a fun day.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. This time on target. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, I love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A run for the quarterback. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scramble.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Snatch it quickly on the left. There he goes.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On the run, it's Donaldson. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And these are always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's St. Clair. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete. And this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kick. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Welsh. Looking for the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice is getting cooked right now at at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 30 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And first down for the offense.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give out of the gun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The sure hands, it's Hollins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Illinois.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The give is to Williams. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Welch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Gets it to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw again. Moving away from pressure. That's caught. It's Graham. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Runs for the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's going to take off. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
How about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Let's go, let's go.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really this offense's confidence.
Brings up third down.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Looking for a huge play. And he's got it inside the 20. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're still firing away even with this lead. He'll get rid of it. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the second oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Belt. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.